Perfect.
We are live coming to you from Woog Arena in South St. Paul. You can just see your Voyageurs just about ready to get on the ice. They're coming onto the home bench here. I'll give you the bench cam view. So we are live from Woog Arena. This is Rink 1. This is the little bit tighter situation. I'll give you that look here just in a second. But here's your Voyageurs coming out on the ice. They are in their home whites trimmed in black, orange, with black numbers trimmed in orange. And then we have the Loons. I'll give you the view of the Loons here. The Loons are in their dark reds trimmed in black, black letters trimmed in white. Get you back to bench cam here. So we're looking forward to possibly the best live broadcast of the year here, Justin. I think we got a couple extra kinks worked out. We got an extra camera on the ice, so we are sporting 6 cameras today. We even got Ref Cam. How do you like that? That's the new one today, Ref Cam.
Awesome, Doug. Awesome, Doug.
Look at that. So if the refs come up, they tell us what the penalty is. We got their backs now, but when they come talk to the scorekeeper.
Perfect.
Yeah, we got Ref Cam. So let's get a count for you here. See what we got for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Do I got 19? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nope, I see more. 14, 16, 18. We got a full team, Justin.
Yep, all 20.
Team of 20, and the Loons look like they are not sporting such a big team. So that 4, 5, 8, 10, 12, 14. They're looking at 15. So 13 skaters, 2 goalies for the Loons, 18 skaters, 2 goalies for your Voyageurs. Again, a new camera angle for you. We got Ref Cam. We got a camera just outside the scorekeeper's box here. And then, of course, we got the end cams. We got a ref check. That one doesn't look very lively. Hey. Anders. Let's see. Camera 5. We're going to have to check on 2 of those cameras. They don't look very active. This one does.
Are they online, Doug?
We are.
Perfect.
We are live. 2 minutes 17 left on the warm-up clock. There's the main camera for you. So welcome everybody to Friday night's broadcast here, your Voyageurs versus the Loons. First of a 4-game weekend. I don't think we've played the Loons yet, Justin.
No, we haven't.
So this is a first for your Voyageurs. Loons look pretty good. They're only skating with 15. We are here at Woog Arena. I'll give you a quick look around. There's 3 rinks here. So this is the smaller. You'll actually get a quick view of the broadcast booth here. There's Justin working his mat. You got to scooch down just to, there you go. There he is, right there. Good deal. And there's the broadcast table. 1:17 left on the warm-up clock for you. This is Putnam.
So, Doug, it looks like the Loons are 5th place on the rankings.
Okay.
And we are 6th.
All right, so this game is for some points.
It is. They have played 16 games, and we only have 11 games recorded.
All right. There's Coach Davidson for you, getting the close-up.
So the Loons are 6-5-5, and we are 6-4-1.
Okay. 6-5-5, 6-4-1. They've played more games than us.
Yep, 5 more, it looks like.
Okay. So this should be a good one. There's the buzzer. We're about ready to get this thing started. We'll give you a ref cam, center ice cam, we can call it. I think we're good. We're getting the signal out now, Justin, but we might try the house Wi-Fi for tomorrow.
Oh, yep.
So I think we're getting enough to get it out there, but it's not super good. So the goalies, you see, just giving each other a quick high five there. The ref has gone to center ice. He looks like he's about ready to go. Voyageurs get their cheer in. They're ready to go. Give you a quick bench cam view here. Again, welcome to Friday evening's broadcast here. We're going to play two halves of hockey. Looks like Byron to start. McDonald, Putnam, and Hip. Clay Bundy and Arneson. Center ice cam ready to go. Puck is down. We are playing hockey. Clay Bundy tries to get it out of the zone. The Loons steal. They get it in deep. Center. High. Here we go. We got one back. Sorry, technical difficulty. So much for the perfect broadcast. Clay Bundy gets it up ice to Putnam. The Loons go D to D, try to get it through center. Nice job by Clay Bundy. Now it's Putnam. She's going to spin back through her own zone. Now gets it up ice to McDonald. McDonald driving wide right, making the turn, still going to backhand, forehand, shot to goal! She scores! What a hard-working goal. McDonald goes right on the backhand, turns to the forehand, scores first. Get the ref cam here, see what they say, or if they already announced it. So the Voyageurs score first here. 1 minute 53 in. Hammer, Hadrava, and Rose, it looks like now. Puck is down. This one's won by the Loons. They throw it up ice. This one's going to be picked up by Gross, who tries to get it up to Hadrava. Gross is going to pick it up again. That shot or pass is picked off. And here come the Loons trying to get the puck in deep. That's going to be Spaeth with it. Spaeth is going to try the other way. She tries to dish it off behind the net. That's going to be taken away by the Loons. Loons out front of the net. They throw it back to the point. And the D is going to throw it in deep where Spaeth is going to pick it up. Spaeth. And Hadrava tips it over to Hammer. Hammer throws it wide right of the net. And here come the Loons again, trying for a quick 3-on-2 the other way. Gross trying to drive her player wide. Pesters her. She goes circles all the way around the net. Shot. Saved by Byron. Now Hadrava is going to spin it around the other way over to Spaeth with 21 minutes to go in the first half. Spaeth rockets a pass over to Hammer. That goes off her stick. And she throws it up ice. Spaeth has it. That gets tipped by her. She now goes into the defensive zone where Gross is going to pick it up. Fuller hot off the bench. Gets up by her. She gets it out of the zone. This is where Olsen driving, coming in shallow angle, shoots. Saved by the goalie. So good quick pressure here by the Voyageurs. You lose it?
Yep. We're
so do search down on the right above there, right hand side, right in the middle. SW. There it is. And it looks like we're going to get a penalty. Share camera. And you should be live again. So looks like Fuller's going to the box. I missed it, not sure what she did. So I don't have a penalty box cam for that. So Voyageurs going short-handed here. 2 minutes for Fuller. Here come the Loons. Shot. Right in the chest it goes. Byron says, give me a whistle. This looks like Dodge on the draw. Dodge back to Clay Bundy. Comes to the point. Point takes a step in, now dumps it back into the offensive zone. Loons now coming off the hash mark, straight out front, shot. Byron got a piece of it and says, give me another whistle. Again, Dodge on the draw. Clay Bundy battling in the corner, tries to pick it up. Taken away by the Loons. Now here's Dodge with it. Dodge spins around. Comes out to the point. Shot, that one's blocked by Dodge. From the point again, save Byron. This is picked up by Arneson. Stolen away by the Loons, right out front in the slot. Shot, save Byron. Byron coming up big here to start, Justin.
Yep. Two nice, great saves.
With 1:02 left in the penalty to Fuller. 1-0 still your score, 19:15 on the clock. Face-off coming to the left of Byron. Puck's down, won by the Loons. This one's just kept in. Looks like it popped out, so offside's on the Loons. And we'll get a face-off right in front of us here. With 59 left in the penalty. So Loons win it. Try to throw it in deep. Now it comes around. This will be Spaeth to go get it. She can be the first one there. Quo's on the ice. This is going to be picked up by Gross. He gives a backhand over to Olsen. Olsen makes a couple of moves. Olsen's going to go for a skate. She gains the offensive zone. Tries to whack it in deep. Still has it. And now this one's going to come up on ice. And looks like Byron's going to have to play the puck. So icing's waved off. She plays it over to Gross. Gross now back to Olsen. Olsen tries to get it up ice. Stolen away by the Loons. Gross with a hard play in the corner. Off the back line. Save Byron. And Byron says, give me the whistle again. With 9 seconds left in the penalty to Fuller. Looks like McDonald's, Hills, Spaeth, Gross. Comes back to the D, right in the slot. That was blocked by Hills. Loons out front. Voyageurs are back at full strength. Puck's getting batted around. Loons are going to throw it back in deep. Spaeth is going to be there. She's battling. Loons pick it up along the wall. They try to throw it in deep. That looked like Gross pinching along the wall. Send it over to Spaeth. She's got a little room. She's got tries to center Putnam. And icing's going to be the call on your Voyageurs. Both teams back to full strength. 1-0 still your score. I better put that up. Let me take care of that. So face off to the left of Byron here. McDonald wins that draw, goes back to Johnson. Johnson tries to wrap it up the wall. McDonald picks it up. She tries to throw it over to Hills. Hills on the forehand shot. That goes wide right. McDonald's going to keep it into the zone with Putnam in there long to help along the wall. Johnson plays it smartly and conservatively, trying to drive her player to the wall. They chip it past her with the Loon out front, looking for her center. She goes down in a heap. Oh, Putnam would have been off to the races as that chip would have worked. That is Strom, throws it over to Putnam. And now Strom to go get it again. She wraps up the wall, just sneaks by Hills. Shot, tipped out front, saved Byron. Nice tip by the Loons. Byron gets a piece of it. Here's Putnam with it. Loons are able to keep it back in the zone. Loons with the pressure here. The D out front, save Byron. Now McDonald trying to throw it up ice. Loons again able to keep it in. Right at the top of the circle, pestered. Blocked out front with McDonald. And just unable to keep it in is the Loons. This is Hills on the chase. Or excuse me, that's Putnam. And Johnson makes a move. And now throws it in deep. Clay Bundy and Arneson off the bench. Rose, Hammer, and Hodrob are your forwards. Back to Arneson. Arneson back to Hodrob. Out front, chip just off the back of the net. And here come the Loons through center. They get tripped up at the blue line. Clay Bundy's got it. She tries to throw it in deep. Arms up for icing. Now waved off. Arneson tries to throw it back to Arneson. Shot goes off the side of the net. And looks like the net might have moved. Yeah, ref's putting the net back on the moorings. 1-0 is your score, 15:38 to go here. Face off to the left of the Loon goalie. Puck is down, the Loons win that, go behind their own net. They throw it up ice. Loons coming at Clay Bundy. Shot, saved by Byron. Byron throws it up the wall to Rose. She gets caught from behind. Arneson over to Clay Bundy. Clay Bundy up to Hodroba. Hodroba over to Hammer, who tried to go skate to stick. That got denied. Hodroba with it now. She tries to get it in deep. That gets denied. Clay Bundy tries to get it in deep. That's denied. Hodroba finally gets it inside the zone. And tipped out through center. Arneson with a nice backhand over to Wongberg, who just lost the handle. Here come the Loons through center. This one's going to be played by Gross. Gross looking for somebody to pass to. Top of the circle. Shot goes wide of Byron. Here comes Foley the other way. She's got Rose. She hits Rose. Rose is loose. Onto the forehand. Shot, move, shot. Oh, what a save by the goalie. Nice pass. Threads the needle to Rose. Or Olsen just couldn't get it in the net. Now here are the Loons coming out through center. Trying to get by Gross. She's going to drive her wide. Spinorama by the Loons. Fuller on the steal at the blue line. Fuller gets it up to Olsen again. Olsen onto the backhand, gets chipped off her stick. Fuller in there to help along the wall. Olsen out front, she gets tripped up. That's going to be a call. And Olsen gets tripped. That's going to put your Voyageurs on the power play. So it looks like 20, what do you think, Justin, is that 29?
25.
25? Yep, 25 for a trip. Forgot to get the ref cam there. Wi-Fi is a little bit on the slow slide, but we should be out there looking good. This is Dodge on the draw. Quo, Jokinen, Arneson, and Gross on D. Nice pass back to space. Tipped out front, goes wide. Quo along the circle. Quo making move onto the backhand. Tries to get it over to Jokinen. Jokinen passes it back to Quo. Quo throws it behind the net. Gross tries to keep it in the zone. They get by Dodge. And icing's the call. This one's going to come all the way back. Looks like to the right of the Loon goalie with 1:29 left on the penalty. So puck's down, Quo has it. She gives it the old backhand towards the net. Quo along the far wall. Loons are trying to get out of their zone here. Jokinen is able to keep it in. Now they're going to try the near wall. Back to Strom. Strom wraps it back around the wall. This one's going to come all the way over to Johnson. Johnson throws it towards the net. Nobody home there. 1 minute to go in the power play. This is the Loons 1-on-3. Strom going behind her own net. Strom trying to use the wheels. Passes it out to Hills. Hills good at the line. Has Quo out front. Hills behind the net. Still has it. Tries the center. I heard a ding-dong from Quo. Right out front. This one's going to be kept in by Johnson. Johnson throws it wide of the net. Hill's still there. Johnson's going to pick it up again. Still on the power play. Shot. Loon goalie steers it out to the point. That one's going to go out front. Going to be picked up by Johnson. She gives it a wrap. Looking for a tip out front. McDonald hot off the bench. Putnam going to go back to get it. 9 seconds left in the power play here. And that one's going to go up ice. Icing's waved off. That one's going to be played by Byron. Now up to Putnam. Putnam tries to hit Hills. Just couldn't get her mitt on it. Goalie plays the puck, goes to the far corner. Both teams back at full strength here. Putnam throws it towards the net. That goes wide. 11:30 to go here in the half. And here comes the Loons, 1-on-3, trying to get around Clay Bundy. Clay Bundy drives her wide. It's going to be picked up by Arneson. And Voyageurs able to get it out of the zone. Putnam throws it in deep. This one's going to be kept in by Clay Bundy. And Hadrava whacks it in deep. Rose to go get it with Hadrava. Hadrava keeps it in. She now goes back to Arneson. Tipped out front. Just went wide. So Rose now at the hash mark. Gets it back to Clay Bundy. Clay Bundy shoots a looper. And a save by the Loon goalie. Good pressure both ways here, Justin.
Yep.
10:41 to go. 1-0 still your score for the Voyageurs. Hammer throws it back to Clay Bundy. Rose in the corner. Now wrapped around. That should be icing if it can get there. If it's going to make it, it ain't by much. And it does. So that one's going to come all the way back to the left of the Loon goalie. Give you a quick how do you do on the bench cam here. Yeah, I think we're going to want to try the house Wi-Fi for the next game.
Sure. Is it getting choppy?
It's all right, we'll have to see how the crowd thinks. Remember to subscribe, like, all that kind of stuff. This is Longberg on the wall, gets tipped off her stick. She's the first one there. Gets it back to Spaeth. Spaeth throws it on net. And the goalie says, give me a whistle. The goal by McDonald. This is Olsen on the draw, Fuller, Wongberg. Loons pull it back behind the net. They come out through center here. Olsen throws it up the wall. Played by Fuller. She's going to wrap it in deep. Wongberg should be the first one there. Wongberg over to Fuller. Lost the handle. Shot again. Goes just wide. Looks like somebody took out the Wongberg. And it looks like the Loons are going to go in the box again for a rough. So looks like 23 for a rough. There you go. 23 for a rough. So roughing, beating up the Wongberg. Good evening to the Wongbergs that are at home. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Here come the Loons. They throw it up ice. Gross is going to have to hurry. She's got a speedy one behind her. She tips it up ice to Wongberg. Gross is going to bring it behind her own net. Looking for somebody to pass to. Hits Wongberg. Wongberg over to Fuller. Fuller's got Olsen. Fuller's looking for Wongberg. Shot! Oh, tipped and it just went over the net. Fuller ripped one, just went a little FedEx, but it was tipped. Olsen tries to make a move, gets tipped off her stick, and they throw it up ice. That goes on net. So icing's waved off. Byron plays it over to Gross. Comes out to the Loons. They gain the offensive zone. Minute 7 left in the power play. Spath is going to grab it from behind her own net. Makes a quick move. Has Quo to her left. She's going all the way. Spath tries to go 1 through 3. Splits the D. And gets a shot on net with 55 left in the penalty. 8:43 to go in the period. Still 1-0 is your score. Face off to the left of the Loon goalie. It's Dodge on the draw. Back to Jolkinen, or now to Quo behind the net. Quo goes to the backhand. Looking for somebody to pass who tries to center. Dodge trying to get a hit. Oh, Jolkinen goes there. Quo scores. Quo cleaning up the garbage. Nice job by that line. And the puck's down. So 2-0 is your score. Shot. Goalie puts it in the mitt and says, give me a whistle. So the face-off's going to be to the right of the Loon goalie here. 2-0 is now your score. So both teams back to full strength. That's a power play goal for the Voyageurs. Johnson with it. Wide open. Tip. Oh, just out front. Good idea. And the Loons throw it up ice, stolen away by Strom. Strom gets it tipped off her stick. She's going to gather it up again. Gets thrown over where Dodge is the closest player. And now Strom has it. She goes backhand to Johnson. That gets tipped by the Loons. And out front comes Strom cleaning it up. Up ice for Jolkinen. If she can hurry, she's gaining. And the Loons just get back in time. Icing's waved off. Stolen away by Strom. She now goes off for a change. Clay Mundio just in front of us here. She tries to get it up ice. Play right in front of us here. Now goes back deep. That'll be Arneson to go get it. Tip from behind. Arneson throws it up to Putnam. Putnam tries to thread it over to Hills. And the D just plays it around Hills. 7:09 to go here in the first half. 2-0 is your score. They go back around to Hills. Hills tries to thread the needle. That one goes off a Loon. Clay Bundy throws it behind the net to Arneson. Arneson over to Hills. Loons keep it in deep again. This is McDonald from behind the net. Loons have it at the hash mark. They throw it behind the net where Clay Bundy's going to pick it up. Tried to get up to Putnam. No dice there. Clay Bundy going to gather it up again. Try the other way. Stolen away by the Loons. Hills along the wall, but the Loons just get it back in. Right out front. Arneson trying to get somewhere. Got just in the way of a Loon. Loons throw it in deep again. This is McDonald along the back wall. Shot just goes wide of Byron. Corner now. Loons come off the wall, out to the point, top of the circle, shot. Byron finally says, give me a whistle. And some good pressure there by the Loons. And we're going to get a face-off to the right of Byron. Loons go back to the point. Shot, tip, Byron. Oh, just cleared it. Was gross. Defensive play of the day there. Hadrava tries to send it up to Hammer. Gross tries to get up to Hammer. Now comes out through center. Loons going to be played by Spaeth. She turns 3-on-2. Tries to get around the D. And saved by the Loon goalie. And she says, give me a whistle with 5:06 to go in the first half. Face off to the left of the Loon goalie here, who's just having a little bit of an equipment issue. Now it looks like we're good to go. Hammer, Hadrava, and Rose. Back to the point. That one's going to come all the way back. Spaeth is going to have to chase it into her own zone. Spaeth makes a move. She's looking for somebody to pass to. Tries to get it by Rose. And here the other way. Gross will play it. Gross looking at Hadrava. Wraps it up, kept in by Loons. Shot goes wide left of Byron. Spaeth tries to get up to Rose. Just tried to chip it by the D. That is no go. Gross is going to pick it up. She throws it up to Hadrava. Hadrava sees a little working room. Long shot blocked by the Loons. 4:14 to go here. This should be kept in by Gross. Longberg to the corner. And the Loon's going to try the near side here. Hadrava pokes it back in deep. Out front, Gross with the shot. That gets blocker saved. And here come the Loons. Right out front, shot, blocked by Gross. And that's going to be icing on your Voyageurs. And we're going to get a face-off all the way back to the left of 8 to go here. Comes out to the point by Olsen. Looks like she took it off the shin or the ankle. And that one's blocked by Gross. Now Longberg has it. She's battling 1-on-3. Olsen in there to help. Shot. That one goes left of Byron. Johnson now tries to get it up ice. She's pinched off. Fuller grabs it. Fuller tries to feed Wongberg. Wongberg trying to get around the D, and just offside is Olsen. Again, nice play by that line. So Olsen again on the draw. Fuller, Wongberg, Strom, and Johnson on D. And now this one comes out to Johnson, who throws it into the offensive zone, where the Loons try to pick it up. And here they come the other way. And that's offsides on the Loons with 2:38 to go. Looks like the coach is going to switch them up. Face off right in front of us here. 2-0 your Voyageurs are up. Face off won by the Loons, but Quo with some persistence. Loons get it out of the offensive zone here. Dodge tips it back in. And here come the Loons. Strom and Johnson to beat. Loons going around the net, looking for somebody to pass to. Onto the forehand. And comes out of the zone. Here come the Loons the other way. Shot, and Byron puts it in the mitt. Give me a whistle. 2:03 to go here in the first half. Arneson and Clay Mundy hot off the bench. This will be Dodge on the draw. Jokinen and Quo with her. This one won by the Loons. Back to the point. They try to go D to D. Dodge tries to get it up to Quo. Just didn't have enough on the pool cues move. Clay Bundy back corner. Clay Bundy takes out a girl. Loons go out to the point. Right out front. Nice work by Clay Bundy. Loons on the backhand. Stolen away by, it's like Arneson. 125 and counting. Loons out front. Shot. Byron gets the mid on it, says, give me a whistle. Minute 20 to go here in the first half. Hope y'all are enjoying the Friday night broadcast. We got Justin on the headset and working in Zoom camera.
Thanks, Doug.
Daughter Katie picked up goal number 2. That's always good. This is McDonald on the draw. They go back to the D. Putnam trying to get around. Tries to get it in deep. She does. She's got Hills and McDonald with her. Tried to center. That got blocked by a Loon. Now Hills into the corner. She then tries to get it back to Putnam. Loons are going to try the other way. 1 minute to go. Spath is going to pick it up the blue line. Throws it towards the net. And a goal! Spath from the point. Lobbed a big saucer. Came down. I think the goalie was screened. So face-off back here. It's a 3-0 lead now for your Voyageurs. With 50 seconds left, late period goal for Spath, which was either from puck's right out front, just goes wide of the goalie. 30 seconds left here, kept in by Gross. She throws it towards the net, tipped out front, but cleared away by the Loons. And here come the Loons the other way with 20 seconds left. She lost an edge. Putnam's going to take it behind her own net. She tries to throw it up through center. Picked up by the Loons. And they throw it in deep with 4 left here. And that's a hot pass up to McDonald, but we get the buzzer. I'm a little nervous about trying to go rogue and get a player interview with the Wi-Fi being a little sketchy. We're going to still try and come up and get player interviews before this weekend is over. So, first intermission coming here. 3-0's your score. Goals by McDonald, Quo, and Spaeth. There's the bench is cleared out for us. All right, everybody, we're going to put you on mute for a minute. We'll be back at you here in just a little bit. All right, Voyager hockey fans. The referees are out on the ice. Players are getting ready to come out. We'll see them all here from bench cam. Yeah, we're going to have to try the house Wi-Fi.
Sure.
Or, I don't know, maybe you can figure out, we might be able to connect that. If we're going to try it,
Right.
we're all connected.
Right.
If that can connect to that.
Right, exactly.
Maybe when we're done, we can look at that and search for it and see. All right, everybody, 23 minutes on the clock. Nelson warming up in the net. Your Voyageurs are up 3-0. Shots in the first period, 14 for the Loons and 14 for your Voyageurs. Goals for the Voyageurs by McDonald, Quo, and Spaeth. Byron did a fantastic job keeping us in the game, Justin, early there.
Yeah,
she made a couple
definitely.
of stellar saves and allowed the Voyageurs here to get the lead.
Yep, no mistakes there. She played well.
So Fuller looking to warm up Nelson. They usually give the girls a quick 2-minute warm-up here. We're going to be in the bigger, better rink, if you will, the next 3 games. Where I was looking in there, Justin, they got almost like last weekend where they got that top ledge with a little area right at center ice where we can set up. So it looked like it was going to be pretty good.
Nice. Hopefully the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Loon goalie about doubled in size, Justin.
Let's take a look at.
Yeah, both teams have 2 goalies. They split the duties, first half, second half. And the Loon goalie got significantly larger.
She sure did.
So Nelson in the net for the Voyageurs. Again, we got a full team here today, all 20 players, 18 skaters, 6D, 12 forwards, and 2 goalies. iPad just showed up here, Justin.
Awesome. So it's finally working?
Its signal finally made it here. We'll see if it connects. We had one of the cameras go down. We think it's a Wi-Fi issue. Ref is at center ice here. Looks like McDonald, Putnam, and Hills. The draw comes back, picked up by the Clay Bundy. Bundy goes behind her own net. She wraps it around to Hills. Hills with a backhand pass. That should pop out of the zone. Picked up by the winger for the Loons, and we get a quick offsides. Face off right in front of the Voyager bench here. Puck comes back to the Loons. They're going to just drop it into the offensive zone. Clay Bundy throws it up ice. Tipped away. Hills can get there. She's on the forehand shot. Oh, great play by the D. Just got a piece of her stick. Kept the shot from getting any mustard on it. The Loons get by Clay Bundy. This will be picked up by Arneson behind the net. And another offsides on the Loons. And we're going to get a shift change here. Both teams going to change them up. This is Hammer on the draw. Comes back for the Loons. Tries to get it by Rose. Chipped out here. Hammer tries to get it back in the offensive zone. We're going to get another whistle for icing. Finger wrist. Spaeth off to the bench. Strom out to replace her. Looks like Spaeth got her wrist twisted up there, Justin. She lost her stick. We'll try to get your report on that. Hodrova picks it up. Got Rose going off the other side here, cross ice pass. And the Loons throw back shot. Saved by the Loon goalie. We'll give that one to him the first shot. So hopefully Spaeth is doing all right. So Wongberg, Olsen, Fuller, Strom, and Johnson on D. Ref bringing the lumber over to the bench. That's going to be Spaeth's stick. Coach Chloe's going to hand it to her. Puck's down. Olsen battling there for it. Right out front. Here come the Loons. And they chip it in deep. That's going to be Johnson to fetch it. She wraps around backwards to Wongberg. Wongberg's going to go around her own net. She's looking for somebody to pass to. Tries to feed it over past Olsen. That gets denied. Now Johnson to pick it up. Shot, tipped. Goes wide left at Nelson. Back out to the point. And now over to Johnson. Or Strom. Strom hits Olsen. Olsen leaves it over for Fuller. Fuller throws it towards the net. That goes wide. This can be picked up by the Wongberg. Wongberg tries to get it in deep. Still battling in there. They wrap it around. Strom's going to try and keep it in the offensive zone and does. And now it's just going to pop back out to center where Johnson's going to go get it. Johnson wraps it off the wall to Fuller. And now here come the Loons through center. Clay Bundy has it. Gets it off her stick. Jokinen tries to get it into the offensive zone. That didn't happen. And here comes the Loons. Everybody's swinging at it. Driven wide by the near wall. Nice job by Arneson. Olsen's still in there. Trying to find Quo. Oh, Quo just lost the handle. Loons do the old spinorama. And 1-on-2 against Clay Bundy and Arneson. Cross ice pass. Now the Loons from behind the net. It's going to come all the way back to the point. They try to throw it in deep. Dodge. Got Jokinen up ice. Jokinen and Quo. Tries to hit Jokinen. She just missed it. And they chip it into the offensive zone and go get it. Loons go D to D. Threaded up ice. Arms up. That's going to be icing. And this one's going to come all the way back to the right of the Loon goalie. This looks like Dodge on the draw. She wins it, comes back to Clay Bundy. Clay Bundy with a low shot out front. That got tipped. Jokinen throws it back to Arneson. That one goes all the way back by the end wall. Gets wrapped up around the wall. Dodge in there battling. And that one's going to come out to center where Clay Bundy's going to go get it. Clay Bundy tries to get it up to Jokinen. Quo's going to gather it up. She's trying to get it in deep. She goes down in a heap. And the Loons chuck it up at their own bench. And we get a quick whistle here. So the faceoff's going to come back to the right of the Loon goalie. 3-0 still your score. 18:26 to go here in the second. McDonald, Putnam, Hills, Gross, and Spaeth is back on the ice. Hope she's back to 100%. Went off with, looks like she might have got her wrist stung a little bit. Gross, shot, low, saved by the goalie. Oh, that one went off the post. McDonald got it in there, got it off the post. She does the old spinorama. Now she's still on the end line. Back, now gets it over to Putnam. Putnam looking to center. Putnam throws it back to Spaeth. And Looks like player in the crease, high, no, would be high sticking. That would bring it all the way down to the end. So face off outside the Loon zone here. Face off by McDonald. She pulls it back to Spaeth. Here come the Loons, 2-on-1. Nice back check there by Spaeth. McDonald tried to get it up to Putnam. That didn't work. Gross has it. She's going to wrap it off the wall to Putnam. Just tips it by her. She's got McDonald. Tries to thread the needle. McDonald's loose. Tried to get it back to Putnam. No dice. And here comes the Loons the other way. Putnam has it. And the Loons behind their own net. Spaeth pinches. She keeps it in. Throws it towards the net where Putnam's got it out front. McDonald's there. And the Loons throw it up ice. That's going to be gathered up by Gross. Gross over to Hills. Oh, it just missed. And that's going to be icing. Great idea there, Justin. But it's icing on the Voyageurs.
Almost connected.
Those almost connects are fun, aren't they? It's like, oh, if only. All right, looks like Hammer, Hadrava, and Rose. Strom and Johnson on D. Shot. That one went over the top of the net. Strom behind the net. Hadrava in there to help. And Loons just able to keep it in the offensive zone. This one's just going to come out to center where the Loons throw it up ice. Called offsides. Coach Davidson wants it at center ice. She's right. So intentional offsides on the Loons. We're going to get the ref cam here. Face-off comes back inside the Loon zone. They go up the wall. Tip played by Strom. Strom still has it. Tried to thread it over to Hadrava. And now they come out through center. Rose pestering her player. Hadrava with a shot, saved by the goalie. And only the second shot of the period. 6 minutes, 3/4 in. Shots are a little bit harder to come by here in the second half. 3-0 is still your score. And looks like Hammer's still on the draw. Hammer pinching, gets it. Here come the Loons, 2-on-3. Picked off by Strom. She throws it through center. And now back to Johnson. Shot and a goal. Right through the wickets of Nelson. That one went 5-hole. Puck came right out in the slot. Quick spinorama. And the Loons get it back within 2. With their first shot of the half. To make it 3-1 for the Voyageurs. This is Olsen on the draw. Comes over to Wongberg. Wongberg gets the shot on net. Loose. Olsen couldn't get the handle on it. Arneson keeps it in the zone. Fuller throws it towards the net. That one went wide. Now Arneson going to try and keep it in. That just gets by her. Wongberg keeps it in the zone. Loons taking it behind their own net. This one's going to come out to the Clay Bundy. Tipped up to Fuller. Fuller tried to hit Olsen. That one goes behind the net. And that gets by Arneson. Arneson with the old spinorama. Tries to hit Fuller. Fuller tries to hit Olsen. She had turned the other way. Face-off out to Clay Bundy, or not face-off, tipped out to Clay Bundy. Fuller keeps it in the zone. Throws it on net. And the Loon goalie says, give me a whistle with 14:45 to go. Good response shift by that line. So face off to the right of the Loon goalie here. Loons throw it up ice, should be icing. And we're going to get a do-over. This one's going to go back to the right of the Loon goalie. This is Dodge on the draw. Puck goes in deep. Quo goes into the corner. Kept in by Gross. Here come the Loons the other way, trying to split the D. Gross throws it up ice. Picked up at the loop by the Loons at their own blue line. Dodge steals. Dodge 1-on-4. That gets blocked by a Loon. And Gross throws it up ice. Picked up by the Loons here at the red line. They try to get it in deep. Spaeth tries to make a move, just tipped out of the way of Jolkinen. Icing's waved off. Loons pick it up, throw it into the corner. And they try to get it up through center. Nice passing by the Loons. She's now 1-on-2, trying to get around Gross. She does. Good no call by the refs. Spaeth coming up the other way. She's got a little speed, makes a move. Tries to make another move, that gets rejected. Everybody's getting twisted up in a heap. Dodge has it, she throws it in deep. That goes to the left of the goalie. Hill's hot off the bench into the corner. She picks it up out front, tries to feed Johnson. And here come the Loons the other way. Going to be kept in by Johnson. Nope, gets chipped out, comes back to Strom at center. She retreats to her own blue line. Gets tipped up ice. Hills. It tries to feed Putnam, and that's going to be offsides on your Voyageurs with 12:58 to go. Face off right in front of us here. McDonald, Hills, and Putnam. Johnson and Strom on defense. This one comes over to the Loons. They retreat to their own end here. Loons trying to come through center. Johnson with a good play on defense. Called good at the blue line. Nelson plays it to the back wall. And now picked up by McDonald. McDonald coming out with some speed. She throws it in deep off the wall to herself. She's got Putnam out front. They're going to wrap it around. Should be picked up by Clay Bundy. Clay Bundy wraps it around to Johnson, who misses it along the end wall. Hills back to McDonald. McDonald out front. Oh, Putnam's right there. Played by the goalie. And that one's going to come up ice. The arm is up. Strom, first one there. Just got her mitts on it. Strom now has it. Plays it over the wall by Clay Bundy, who chips it up ice. Played by the Loons. Hammer, Hadrava, and Rose on the ice now. That shot goes big windup wide right of Nelson. Hammer gets it around to Hadrava. Hadrava with a backhander over to Arneson. Loons try the old stuff-a-truck. That didn't get anywhere. Everybody looking for a whistle and finally gets one. So face off to the left of Nelson, Coach Chloe. Hammer on the draw. The Loons go back to the D. Now to the hash marks. Look to center out front. That was chipped up in the air by Clay Bundy. Again, puck's loose out front. Oh, Rose just gets the handle on it and says, give me a whistle by chucking it up ice. She'll take the break there. So face-off going to come to the right of Nelson. Still looks like Hammer on the draw. Loons right out in the slot, but it's going to be picked up by Hadrava. Hadrava tries to hit Rose. She tried to split the D. Played by the goalie. Hammer throws it back towards the end wall. Blocked. This is Hadrava with it. Hadrava wraps it off the back wall. Rose chasing. This one's going to come all the way out to Arneson. Arneson's going to chip it up ice. And the Loons are going to throw it in deep. Clay Bundy's going to throw it up ice. Comes out to center. And the Loons will throw it in deep. Saved by Nelson. Clay Bundy tries to get it up to Rose. Clay Bundy still 1-on-2 in the corner. Comes off the side of the net. Out to the point. Shot. That goes wide to Nelson. And now the Loons wrap it around to the near wall here. Arneson back behind her own net again. Tipped away by the Loons. Voyageurs could use a whistle here. They try to get out through center. Picked up by the defense. Clay Bundy on it. Here comes Hadrava with it. Hammer.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Hammer time. Blocker saved by the Loons. Here come the Loons back through center again. Trying to get around Gross. Pestered by Fuller. Throws it up toward the net. A shot and a goal. Tipped out front. Short of Nelson. Batted at it. It goes top shelf. So the Loons now get us within 2 to make it 3-2. Looks like 22 for the Loons. Just able to tip it up over the top of the net. So 3-2 is now your score. Olsen, Wongberg, and Fuller here. Face-off won by the Loons. We're now a 1-goal game. Loons throw it up ice. Fuller's got Olsen. Tries to feed her. Olsen's getting in deep on the backhand. Tries to center. Fuller's going to pick it up in the corner. She tries to wrap it around the other way, and it looks like it went up in the netting. And we'll get ourselves a new biscuit, and we'll have a face-off to the right of the Loon goalie. Face-off down, that was Olsen. Loons try to throw it up the wall. It just comes out. There's going to be space to play it. She just about gets it knocked off her stick. Gets thrown into the zone here. Loons on the backhand. And now they throw it in behind the net. Spaeth in there to get it. Now Wongberg's going to be the next one there. She loses it. Spaeth's going to pick it up. She does the old spinorama. Makes a move. Makes another move. She's got Olsen with her. Makes a backhand move. Oh, good try. Wongberg on defense. Shot, bit of a whiff. Fuller throws it towards the net. That goes wide right. 8:07 to go here. That one comes up ice, kept in by Spaeth. Now it gets loose. 2-on-1 for the Loons. On the backhand, forehand, pad, saved by Nelson. And another goal to make it 3-3. So in a 2-on-1, they get by the D, and it looks like 33-29. And we've got a tie game, people. So now 3-3 is your score. Faceoff comes back to center. We're normally the second half team. Nelson gets the mid on it. Says, give me a whistle. Justin, if I'm Coach Davidson, I think about using my timeout here. Face off down here, draw one by the Loons. Looks like Strom to go get it. Dodge now has it along the wall. Dodge trying to hurry here. Quo to Dodge. Dodge into the corner. Tries to get it to Jolkinen. Quo with the battle behind the end wall. And this one comes out to Strom. Strom goes over to Johnson. Johnson throws it behind the net. Dodge has it. She throws it towards the net. And this one pops out to center, where it'll be Strom to pick it up. Strom with a little room to run. She gains the blue line. Strom looking for somebody to pass to. Centers. That one got batted back towards the net. That one got thrown up ice, arms up. And Nelson lets it go. And we get icing on the Loons, who have come back to score 3 unanswered here and tie the game. Face-off going to come to the left of the Loon goalie. Putnam, Hills, and McDonald now on the ice. Clay Bundy and Arneson. McDonald on the draw. To Hills, who gave it a big swing and a miss. Arneson pinches, gets by her, but now it's picked up by Putnam. Putnam's going to spin the other way. Putnam hits McDonald. McDonald gets it up to Hills. Picked up by Putnam. Putnam back to Hills. Hills throws it wide. Clay Bundy should be the first one there. She is. She's going to tip it in deep again. Putnam back to McDonald. McDonald back to Putnam. Putnam with a shot off the goalie. Right out front. Hills. Shot tipped up over the net. Still loose. And we're getting a high stick call. And it looks like that's going to bring the play all the way down to the right of Nelson. So high sticking called on your Voyageurs. It's going to remain McDonald, Hills, and Putnam here. Again, 3-3's your score. 5:57 to go in the second half. McDonald on the draw. Wins it over, and that's going to be picked up by Arneson. Arneson's going to throw it up. She tries to get it by the winger, and they're going to throw it in deep again. Clay Bundy throws out to the far wall, picked up by the Loons. Now they go behind the net, where this one gets passed over to Hills. And now picked up by Arneson, and it looked like offsides. So we're going to get a face-off here at center. This is Hammer on the draw. Comes back to the Loons. Loons throw it off ice here. Spaeth to go back and get it. She loses the handle. Loons now behind the Voyager net. And the puck comes out to the point. One step shot blocked out front. Shot goes wide by the Loons. Gross digging in along the wall. Gives her player a little crunch and munch. Here comes Rose. Played by the Loons. Kept in. Nope, now it pops out. And this will be Spaeth to go get it. 4:45 to go here. Played by the Loons at the blue line. Comes back to Spaeth. She's going to wrap around her own net. She gets caught from behind. She wraps it around to Hadrava. Hadrava tries to get it out to Hammer. Gross behind her own net again. Loons throwing it out front. Hammer's going to try and get it out to Rose. Rose with a little crunch and munch out front. And the puck comes back out to center. 4:05 to go here. Loons are good at the line. Coming in on Gross. Trying to wrap around the net. She goes down, and Gross is going to get herself 2 minutes in the box. So this is going to put the Loons on the power play. We'll see what they call here. So 2 minutes for Gross. Checking's the call. Face-off going to be the left of Nelson here. Olsen and Wongberg. Loons go D to D here. Shots out front. Nelson's got it. Says, give me a whistle. 3:44 to go in the half. 1:52 in the penalty to Gross. So shorthanded we go. Olsen, Wongberg, Strom, and Johnson. Wongberg whacks it, gets it back out to the blue line. Loons will throw it in deep, where Gross or Strom will pick it up. They chip it out front. Now Olsen's going to have a handle on it, trying to get it out of the zone. Picked up by the Loons. Now down behind the net, looking for somebody to pass to. Pestered by Wongberg, back to the D. Shot, that one goes about 12 feet wide left of Nelson. Picked up by the Loons in the corner. Shot off the side of the net. Saved by Nelson. Loons now along the hash marks. Shot, that one goes over the top of the net. That's a FedEx special. They center again. 1:03 left in the penalty. Loons throw it in deep to the hash mark. Shot, that one goes over top of the net. Olsen chasing into the corner. Loons near Voyageurs need a whistle. Backhanded, that one's just going to come out of the zone. Voyageurs get one off. Johnson's off, Play Bundy's on, and that's offsides on the Loons, which will get us a wholesale change here. With 41 to go. Looks like Fuller on the draw is going to play center here. 41 to go in the penalty. Face-off won by the Loons. Stolen away by Quo. Quo throws it to the corner. She tries to throw it out front. Now here come the Loons, 3-on-2. Nice back check by Quo. 20 seconds left in the penalty. Clay Bundy behind her own net. Quo's going to hit it. She gets it out of the zone. And that's going to be offsides on the Loons. With 8 seconds left in the penalty to Gross. So Quo and Dodge. Loons one-on-one here. Shot, blocker, saved Nelson. Voyageurs are back to full strength. Jokinen got held up. She's trying to get it in deep. Jokinen still coming away with it. Now into the corner. 1:34 to go here. Spaeth tries to pinch. The arm's up. This should be icing. And it is. So icing on the Loons, 1:26 to go. Still 3-3 is your score. Face off to the left of the Loon goalie. Dodds, Jokinen, Quo, Spaeth, and Gross here. Jokinen tries to get it towards the net. No go. Gross over to Spaeth. Spaeth makes a step. Tosses it right. Blind pass. Jokinen to hurry. Gross now trying to get it up ice to Quo. Here come the Loons against Spaeth. Spaeth with a nice stick, throws it towards the wall. 1 minute to go in the second half here. Shot from the back corner, blocked by Spaeth. And now it comes out to the blue line. The Loons trying to keep it in the zone. Throw it off the wall. Loons off the end wall. Try to get it off to Gross. Whoa, if she hurries. She makes the quick move. Oh, and just tipped it too far to herself, looking for her second of the game. She centers, dodge, throws it towards the net, tipped up, still loose. Joking it on the backhand, diving. 20 to go. That's going to be icing on the Loons. Oh, it has to be played by Nelson. 15 seconds to go here. Here comes Johnson. She throws it up to Jokin and tries to catch the behind the back pass. Three, two, one. This one's going to be a final. What an exciting finish. So the Loons come all the way back from a 3-0 deficit after the first half to tie it up with 3 unanswered to get us a very exciting last 5 minutes. Boofta, Justin. We were hanging on there. We definitely were missing some of the mojo there. So we'll get the handshakes for you. We're going to have the rest of the night off here. We don't play again until tomorrow at I think it's like 11:50. And so a super exciting game for your Friday night game here. Both teams going to gather up at center. You going to go play fetch a camera? There should be 4.
His first year, he had a blast, and then he played last year.
All right, that's going to be a wrap for Friday night here at Woog Arena. Thank you all for watching the broadcast here. We 3-3 is your final. We're going to get torn down here, and we'll be back at you for tomorrow's game.